Good day to you, ladies and gentlemen, as you here. Welcome back to another part of Nobody Asked Me But I Still Wanna Say. So in the last couple of episodes I was talking about different philosophical things that I can consider it, and those things were something like understanding your role in life, and it was driven maybe because I was feeling kind of lost in life and just wanna speak out the things, because they always say some things just need to be taught, need to be spoken for you to understand it, and maybe for others to not get in the same mistakes or trouble thinking about it, and just helping others to put their thoughts together. And today I want to talk about the thing in the same direction, and the topic of today's video is it okay to be alone? First of all, one question arises is what is actually meant to be alone? And for me, to be alone is considered something that you don't have anyone that you can speak and be yourself with, and you can have some people that you know, but you don't contact them or you don't speak to them very often, and you spend most of your time by yourself. So you can work on your job, you can do your hobbies, but you don't have a person that you could open to, if that makes sense. And through my whole life, I think I didn't have anyone who I can directly talk to and speak about all my problems, whether it would be my family or my friends or people that I just know. I can talk about different things here and there with one or another, but there is no person who knows everything about me, and there is no such a person that I know everything about them. As a human species, it's crucial for us to stay social and have people around us, because that's how prehistorical humans stayed alive. So they gathered up into groups to hunt prey together, or hunt bigger prey together, or to defend their home, their lives, and they formed a community. And a community is something that you have different persons or different entities that unite together under some conditions, for it to be food, shelter, defense, something like that, or even united by one idea. And from my point of view, if you take a person or entity out of that community, it most likely would not survive on their own, because as the human species and as evolution go through, people are tied together for their social life and for the skills that they have. But there are rare examples of that. If a person do not join the community, or if a person got kicked out of the community, social community, it could survive on their own, and the social aspect of it wouldn't bother that entity. And I see myself as that entity who just couldn't fit into the community for unknown reasons. I mean, I've tried to be a part of the social groups, or I tried to make friends and maybe be open to everyone, but at the end of the day I was, maybe if you want to call it backstabbed, or like maybe you want to call it betrayed, but that information that I provided people with was used against me, and I decided to step down a little bit, and I thought that it was easier for me to be kind of alone with myself and talk to myself about problems, deal with problems by myself. But as the time passed, I saw other people who tried to do the same trick, but they eventually slide to the conclusion that you need social life, you need someone to talk to, and you cannot always be alone. They don't feel safe, they feel the urge to interact with someone. Rather, it would be the group chats, it would be just going outside and talking to people, but I don't feel the urge to that. And if you find yourself alone in this situation and you have thoughts in your head, you can doubt yourself, you feel like you don't have anyone that you can talk to, you shouldn't just go outside and tell everybody that how you feel about your life, start questioning other people about your life decisions, etc. you should really brace yourself, and you should understand that it's okay if you're alone now. And for my opinion, I find it rather strange that people could stay alone with themselves than a weakness, because modern society, modern human society, as I mentioned before, I think it glorifies and praises people with huge social impact, who very talkative, who have a lot of friends, who have a big social group to interact with, because you have connection that you can use, because you have influence on people and other stuff. You can still get that benefits by just keeping a small talks and keeping it contained, the relationship with everyone, but you can stay alone with yourself as well. And when you're alone, you don't have to impress somebody, you don't have to lie to yourself about who you are. You can refine your life better, you could refine your past experience, you could refine everything that you did before, and you can see your goals and maybe something that trains you, something that motivates you more clear. But it's a double-edged knife, because that thoughts could put you in the spiral of maybe like depression or doubting yourself. You just need to adapt to that kind of mindset. For me, it took a lot of time to adapt to be with myself and know who I am truly. So if I did this, you can do this too. But it's not necessarily that you have to be alone and you have to be out of the society, or like keep like a simple interaction with that. No, it's not like that. If you're a social person, if you have true friends and true social group that you can trust, you would be better in that social group and not alone. But everything I want to say, that you should stay true to yourself, and you should not live as someone else or live for someone else's opinion. You don't have to change your life to fit the necessary role that you imagined in your head, because as I said, if you're not fit in the social group as I am, you can just be alone, but you have to get used to this. You have to take a little bit of a time to get used to this mental state. But you should really stay true to yourself and not let the bad emotions take the best of you, or not let others take advantage of you to use you or to make you become someone else and become not who you are. I think it was a scramble again, because my thoughts continue to bounce all over the place, and I want these videos to be something like a fresh, raw content without any preparations in text, because you can easily go to like websites and ChatGPTs to see the good refined text. But if you wanted to see just thoughts that come from the heart and the brains, that's what that videos are about. And I think I'm gonna leave this episode here. So thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you like, punch the like button, leave a comment about your day. How was the day? Was it good or was it bad? I hope you had a great day and you would have a great day tomorrow. Thank you guys again so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of me talking about different stuff, playing different stuff. Don't forget to ring a bell to get notified when the new video is ready. And as always, Hippos out.
You're looking pretty good today.